Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Quiet Riddle. I appreciate you stopping by our little spot to chill out with us today. By the way, if you like the music on this channel, go to our YouTube music channel at Works Music, or just click on the link in this video. Your support helps other good people like yourself. So with that said, today we're diving into a teaching that sounds almost paradoxical at first glance. The art of not trying, inspired by the wisdom of Lao Tzu. For many people, the idea of not trying feels like laziness, passivity, or giving up. But when Lao Tzu speaks of not trying or Wu Wei, he isn't suggesting that we do nothing. He's pointing to something far deeper, an understanding of effort, harmony, and alignment with the natural flow of life. What if the hardest battles you face aren't won by pushing harder, but by pushing less? What if letting go brought you further than forcing your way through ever did? Lao Tzu suggests that when we chase things, they run. When we grasp, we lose our grip. And when we try to control everything, everything ends up controlling us. Not trying, in his philosophy, is about learning how to stop swimming against the current and finally, gracefully, letting the river carry you. The world often teaches us the opposite. We're raised on phrases like, hustle harder, never stop grinding, or push through the pain. And in truth, effort has its place. But constant effort, relentless pushing, creates tension in the mind, in the body, and in our lives. Lao Tzu believed that life has a rhythm of its own. When you align with it, things move smoothly. When you fight it, things become chaotic. The art of not trying is the art of noticing that rhythm and learning to dance with it instead of against it. Lao Tzu uses nature as the perfect example. A tree doesn't strain to grow. It doesn't wake up stressed about how many inches it needs to gain today. A river doesn't force its way to the ocean. It simply follows its path, quietly carving through stone over centuries. Not by force, but by persistence and flow. Even the sun doesn't rush to rise. Everything in nature moves with effortless timing. Everything is guided by an intelligence that doesn't need to push. And in that effortless movement, everything finds its place. So what does this look like in real human life? It begins with awareness. Lao Tzu teaches that when you become aware of your own inner tension, you start to see how much energy you've been wasting on forcing outcomes. Think about how often we try to control what people think of us, how situations unfold, whether something works out exactly how we imagine it. We clench mentally and emotionally. We overthink, worry, and rehearse. We fight invisible battles that leave us exhausted long before the real moment arrives. Not trying invites you to exhale that tension. Instead of manipulating situations, you respond to them. Instead of forcing conversations, you listen and speak naturally. Instead of obsessing over the future, you show up fully to the present. And instead of trying to make yourself become someone, a better person, a more successful person, a wiser person, you simply let your actions align with who you truly are. It's a quieter path, but ironically, it's the one where real transformation happens. Lao Tzu says, when nothing is done, nothing is left undone. It's one of his most misunderstood lines. He's describing a state where your actions feel so natural, so intuitive, that they don't drain you. They come from clarity rather than pressure. When you act from your center, not from fear, insecurity, or ego, you achieve more with less effort. And the irony is, things happen more smoothly, more quickly, and more effectively when you're no longer strangling them with anxiety or force. The art of not trying is also the art of trusting. Trusting life doesn't mean being passive. It means understanding that forcing outcomes is often a sign of inner fear, while allowing things to unfold is a sign of inner confidence. When you trust the process, you move deliberately but calmly. You choose actions wisely instead of impulsively. You put in effort where it matters, but remain unattached to what you can't control. We can see this clearly in relationships. When you try too hard to be liked, people feel the strain. When you try to impress, it often backfires. But when you relax into being yourself, people feel your presence instead of your performance. Lao Tzu believed that authenticity is effortless because it doesn't require pretending. Pretending drains energy. Being yourself restores it. In creativity, not trying means letting ideas come rather than chasing them. When you stop judging every thought, inspiration flows. When you stop forcing perfection, your work becomes more alive. Musicians, writers, and artists often say the same thing. The best ideas arrived in moments of ease, not pressure. In problem solving, not trying means stepping back long enough to see the solution that force was hiding. When you release the mental grip, clarity appears on its own. Think about times you struggled to remember something, only for the answer to pop into your mind once you stop thinking about it. Wu Wei works the same way throughout life. And in personal growth, not trying means recognizing that real change comes from insight, not self-punishment. You don't become calm by trying to be calm. You become calm by letting go of what makes you tense. You don't become wise by trying to look wise. You become wise by paying attention. Growth is a byproduct, not a performance. Lao Tzu invites us to return to a more natural way of being. Simple, aware, responsive, humble, and deeply connected to the present moment. He teaches that when you stop grasping for control, you gain clarity. When you stop rushing, you gain direction. When you stop trying to force outcomes, the right outcomes find you more easily. And when you stop fighting life, life stops fighting you. This doesn't mean that you stop setting goals or taking action. It means you act without the inner chaos, without desperation, fear, or the ego's need to control. You replace frantic effort with aligned effort. You replace pressure with presence. You become like water, soft, adaptable, patient, yet unstoppable in the long run. So how do we practice the art of not trying? Start small. Notice your breath when you begin to force things. Notice your shoulders tensing, your mind tightening, your attention scattering. Pause. Let go of the mental grip for a moment. Remind yourself that clarity comes from calm, not chaos. Ask yourself, am I forcing this, or am I flowing with it? The answer will guide you. When you're stuck, step back. When you're overwhelmed, simplify. When you're unsure, wait for the moment to ripen. When you're tempted to control, soften your approach. When life pulls you in one direction, try not to swim in the opposite one unless your intuition truly calls for it. What's meant for you will never require self-destruction to reach it. Lao Tzu's wisdom doesn't take you out of life. It puts you back into it. It shows you how to move with grace instead of friction. It teaches you how to save your energy for what truly matters. And most importantly, it helps you rediscover a deeper sense of peace, purpose, and inner stillness. Something that constant striving can never give you. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe. I appreciate each and every one of you. God bless you. See you in the next video.